Hi guys, welcome back to another video on Nyland Music and to this Aria STB bass guitar. So full disclosure then, I am not a bass player, so therefore couldn't give a super sort of in-depth bass review, but what I thought I would do with this guitar is tell you 3 reasons why I think every serious guitar player should have a bass. So we'll just look over the guitar itself quickly. So obviously you can tell it's a jazz bass style guitar. You've got a basswood body, and controls wise you have 2 volumes, which are the bigger ones, and a single tone, which is the smaller one just there. Neck, you have Aria tend to do this sort of stained walnut thing for their darker necks, which works really well. I think the PE TR2 that you saw before had the same sort of thing done. It always looks really nice. Obviously maple neck. I'll just show you the machine heads as well. You've got 34-inch scale length, so anyone who's familiar with sort of jazz bass, you know, this is what you're getting. They do a black one, a sunburst one with a tortoiseshell guard, so you've got nice sort of classic colour choice to choose from, as well as P bass, of course, as well. So reason number 1 why I think any serious guitar player should have a bass as well is simply for fun. It is much like when you're learning to do all your riffs on guitar and you've all your favourite songs and stuff like that. It is fun to pick up a bass and learn the bass to those songs, learn all those famous bass lines and everything else. And if you're not having fun, or if you're sort of plateaued a bit and you need something to get that fun element back, bass. It's a hell of a lot of fun. So this next clip, so you can hear the guitar, that is me just doing exactly that. Me having a bit of fun with the bass, going through some sort of famous bass riffs. So you'll see that in this next clip, and then we'll get on to the other reasons. Reason number 2 why I think any serious guitar player should have a bass is because any time you sort of broaden your musical horizons, it makes you a better all-round musician. And especially with bass, if you're doing what I said in reason number 1, you're learning your favourite songs, favourite bass lines, it forces you to focus on different aspects of the musicality of the song. So obviously with bass, mainly tempo and groove, on the feel of it. So, and if you have that, if you can get that feel and groove in each of the songs you're playing, that will 100% translate into your guitar playing as well. So you could be playing like the simplest guitar riff or chord progression, and because you have that groove and that feel, to anyone listening and while you're playing yourself, you will feel like a better guitar player, and that I think is another good reason to have a bass. The drums also work really well for that, but a bass is much easier to pick up and store somewhere than a drum kit. So bass is a bit more accessible, but just want to say drums are very good for that as well. So let's get on to the next reason. So reason number 3 why I think every serious guitar player should definitely have a bass is playing live. Now I know that sounds like a distant sort of experience after 2020, the way it's gone. I haven't played live since last December, and that feels like a lifetime ago at this point. I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people. But if, again, through the reasons of 1 and 2, you've picked up a bass and you've learnt your way around it, you can just you can get away with playing it, then it just doubles the things you can do live, and you could dep for a friend's band or any band really. And if you're wanting to play live with your guitar but you don't really want to be sort of that at the front of it, then you could get live experience playing a bass. I've got a very good friend who is a brilliant guitar player who also plays bass, and because of that he's probably done twice as many gigs over his musical, over his time playing music than he would have if he just played guitar. So I think that is 3 very, very good reasons why any guitar player should pick up a bass. And these bass guitars at Nylon Music, like I said, you've got a few choice colours. They come in the P basses as well, and there's a few other basses there at the moment as well. But these ones are 189. But like I said, there's a few different things going on with basses there at the moment. So hope you enjoyed the video, and this is probably the last one of the year, so have a great new year as well, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much.